My name is Rusila Lautiki, and I'm from Mataniwai village, that's in Vanuatu. And I joined FemLINKPACIFIC in September 2011 during the September Partnerships meeting. And also I am the young women producer and broadcaster for FemLINK in Lambasa and also the program assistant. Well, some of the changes that I've seen in myself, like I'm confident, I'm strong enough being with the women and also the young women, and also changes in FemLINK, for example, in Lambasa, like we have the young women volunteers, like who can run the radio by themselves in the office. And also what I can see, like some of the time, like we are busy, so we have to go out in the field, and the volunteers, like they can manage the office, like see the visitors who are coming in. Those are some of the challenges that I see in FemLINK Lambasa, because I'm from Lambasa, then I know what's actually happening. And also in changes in our 1325 consultation or our network meeting, like what I can see, like ever since I joined FemLINKPACIFIC from 2011 till 2014, like the number of women are still increasing, and different faces, different club, different experience, different background that they come from. And also the increase in number in young women's participation and sharing of issues. I know it's same, but the way they share it out is different. Wow, talking about Nirmala, she was the assistant president of Vanuatu Multiracial Women's Forum, and she is a hardworking woman, I would say, because she was the one. She used to come and share her issues or her story with me in terms of their cooperative shop, that she managed by herself to pay all the money or maybe their credit in order for her to run their cooperative shop. And she's a hardworking girl, I would say, through her hard work, and also because she's the advisory of Rusila as a woman. She managed to go to all the government officials in order for them to have the electricity in her village or in her community settlement in Nasoni. So right now, Nirmala, she's really happy because they have the electricity. Because whenever Nirmala used to come and be part of our network meeting, she used to share about her stories, like what are the issues. But mainly, she used to talk about electricity, because in terms of the students, like high school, in terms for them to study in the night, because the cost of kerosene is really high. And also because in the rural settlements, so they need electricity. So it was quite good. Through consultation, I would suggest, because you used to share it out. Because first thing about kerosene, like we don't have LPG. We have to import from other countries. Oh, we use it for, firstly we use it to light. And also kerosene, like people use it for firewood, like you want to light a fire. And also kerosene, some of the people like use it for ironing. Firstly, women need water and electricity, because like water, it's our need. Because we drink water, we use water to cook. And also it is important because in order to be healthy. And most of the people, they demand it, because in terms of electricity, like people want to go with flow. They have electricity so that they can have electricity equipment, which makes life easier. Most of the communities like that we work with for our networking, for our monthly networking, if they don't have tap water, so the second option is either you have to go to the well, but if you don't have well, then you have to go to the river.
What time do they go to the well there?
For example, like talking about a native from Nalemba, she said that she's a hard-working woman. She's also a cane cutter, and also she has 7 children. And she has to look after the children from the morning. If she has to cook tomorrow, then today she'll prepare the water in the afternoon for washing, for cooking, for everything, like in the house. Because Anita's house, it's kind of like in a higher place, higher ground, so she has to go down to the well. Then from there, then she has to make her way up again. So carrying a bucket of water or 4-liter gallons of water, you just imagine how heavy it is. So it might take her half to 40 minutes, half an hour to 40 minutes. For the other women in different communities, for example, in Mbuleka, they used to share with that in our networking meeting that in terms of when it's like dry season right now, because they have the PWD water supply. I mean, they supply water to them. But when it's dry season, it's like they used to close the lines of pipes, so close in this side, so open that side like that. But they also have a river. So when it's this kind of season, so they use river. Most of the people in the communities or the rural areas, it's just because of the time changing, and they want to be, you know, just to go with the time, and also they meaning like they need electricity in terms of like the equipment, which makes work easier, like than before. If they wake up at 7 o'clock, they still can cook the food in the rice cooker, but it will be early. And also for them to iron their clothes rather than being in the early stage. Talking about the computers or refrigerator, the women in olden days, like they don't need that, but only if they have children, they might need that in terms of education. And refrigerator, if you buy, like if you want to put something in the fridge, then you might have to get it. But like in most of the communities, in the village communities, if you don't have refrigerator, or if you have it, still your life can work. If you have fish, like you can smoke fish, dry the fish. The cost of the laptops and computers, it's really high. And also like most of the kids, like they prefer coming to town to do their typing and stuff, or if they have the friends, if they have laptop or computer, they can just give it to them. Some of the challenges might face the young women, or which will be the barrier for the young women to move forward. Firstly, one is like the culture barrier. One could be the culture barrier in terms of like for us, the Fijians, or the okay, like we have our culture where it says like you can speak in our meeting, you have they will be given a right place for you to speak, not in like socially like with a man or with young boys. So that can be one of the barriers that will stop the young women from moving forward. And the second barrier is like if the older woman or the woman don't support the young women in terms of directing their ways, if supporting the women, the young women in the ways and means like they want to move on. If the women support the young women, then I think the young women, they can just speak freely and move on. Mostly with for the most of the women in the north, if we talk about the Fijians, mostly is if you are pregnant but you're not married. Because we also had one case with our young women participant, like she was part of our network. And also at that time, like the women, they had to act a drama. So this young woman, she came up with the teenage pregnancy or unplanned pregnancy. So they acted it out, the Mbuleka Women's Club, which was quite good and impressive because on that day, like we had a large number of women, the rural women, older women sitting there, and she herself even didn't hide about whatever she happened through. And she tried to tell the woman actually what was happening to her. Then she dramatized everything like step by step, like she was pregnant and then she was being told by her mother to get out from the house. You are making me ashamed and my family and so and so. So I think that was a good reaction or a good thing for that young woman, sharing out the issues or everything that she went through, so that the woman sitting there, if anything might happen like that in her family, so they could know what to do, what other steps they have to take. But I just thank that woman, because the young woman, because she really shared out her story. Well, thank you. Some of the changes that I want to see in the 2015 is to come, like we need more workshop and activities, trainings with the young women in terms of decision making, and also taking them up, moving them up, decision making, politics, the importance of our 7 pillars, and also accessing our right. And with FemLINKPACIFIC, like we need more women, young women, to be part of FemLINKPACIFIC as a volunteer or broadcaster in the north, so that they have been educated, and also they have been encouraged, and also they have been given chances for them to stood out and speak for their own self.